Thank you for being here today. I just wanted to share a little of my story. And the topic that I want to start off with is I thought someone would rescue me. Hasn't everyone always thought that someone would come and rescue them from whatever situations they found themselves in? Hello, I was one of those people. I thought somebody was going to come and sweep in and help me out of all my life issues, just rescue me out of the pit I found myself in. And what pit was I in? The pit that I was in was I was a single mother, taking care of 2 young children. I was in debt because I had a lot of student loans at the time. I could barely feed the kids. I was just really stressed. I didn't have any help from the children's father, so I really just had to figure out who was going to help me. I got so upset with my family because I felt like they should have helped me more, being that I had kids. And not to say they didn't help, I just felt like they should have helped me more because it was just all so much for me. I thank God that my family was there for me in the ways that they were in hindsight. But at the time, I was just so stressed. Who is going to come and rescue me? And here I was, a woman of faith. I knew the word of God. I knew I was supposed to trust him, and I felt like I was trusting him. But it just didn't relate to how my reality was playing out. My reality was really, in my point of view, it was depressing and it was sad. But on the outside, I looked so put together. If you saw me, you'd think I had it all together. I looked so good, dressed good, smelled good. My kids looked wonderful. But nobody knew that I didn't have money to buy gas, put gas in the car, and didn't have any money to even get good groceries because I had to use all that money to pay all the debt and pay for the rent for where we were in. So it was a really trying time. And I found myself sinking into depression night after night. Didn't know what to do. And that's when those thoughts just came. God, why don't you send somebody to rescue me? Isn't there some man that you can send my way? How come I'm not friends with millionaires and billionaires? These are the thoughts that were running through my mind. I didn't know that the person that was going to rescue me was really only one person that could, and that person was in the form of Jesus Christ. I was doing the performance thing where I would show up to church, be there almost 5 days a week. I knew the scriptures. I knew how to quote scriptures. I knew how to help people with scriptures. But somehow I didn't know how to use those scriptures to help myself. That's why I thought some person was going to come and rescue me when the person that was going to rescue me was already there. I just had no relationship with him. I realized I had no relationship with Jesus Christ. I had to learn what relationship was. What I had been doing in church all those years was performing. I was showing up because people wanted me to. I was showing up because it was expected. I was showing up because that's the way I thought that God was going to bless me. I didn't know that I didn't have to do anything for God to bless me. I didn't know that I just had to be who he created me to be and trust him for him to give me the things that my heart was desiring. And I watched over time when I started to learn what relationship with the Lord was like, how the Lord did remove all these big obstacles out of the way. I was high functioning. I just had no idea what it was. I was tired. I was burnt out all the time, but I didn't know. I didn't know what it meant to not be that way, because coming from a Nigerian household, you were taught to help everybody else to your detriment. Nobody ever taught me how to look out for myself. And really, nobody ever taught me how to develop a relationship with the Lord. They told me what to do, which was read the Bible, study, church service, but they didn't teach me how to connect with Jesus Christ in my heart. I had a head knowledge, but I didn't have a heart knowledge. Was this you? Can you relate to anything I'm saying? I'm sure someone out here listening can relate to this. And I want to let you know, be encouraged. It gets easier. You don't have to keep performing the way you're doing. God has a remedy for us. In Psalms 40 and 1 to 2, he says, I waited patiently for the Lord to help me. And he turned to me and heard my cry. He lifted me out of the pit of despair, out of the mud and the mire. He set my feet on solid ground and steadied me as I walked along. But God wants to settle us. We just need to learn how to surrender to him. And when you're high functioning, you just don't know how to do that. Thank you for listening for today. I'll be back again to continue these stories. If this resonated for you, reach out to me. I'd love to hear. You can reach me at www.thrivewithayo.com. You can also get a freebie on there. It'll teach you how to process some of the stuff that's possibly going on in your heart if you're a high functioning woman. Love you. Thank you for being here.